Excitement, joy, anticipation. These are the strongest feelings one might feel during New Year's Eve. It's a wonderful time for families and friends as they get together, talk, laugh, and enjoy each other's company to embrace together the upcoming year. Ciara Estrada, a 25-year-old police officer loved by her community, gets ready for a party at a local hotel with her boyfriend, who's also a police officer. She says goodbye to her family and leaves. Unfortunately, this will be the last time the Estrada family will see their daughter alive. San Diego, January 1st, 2018. Estrada didn't show up for her shift at work. This was very uncommon for her, so her family knew something was wrong. What they found was Estrada's lifeless body inside her apartment. What happened? Hours ago, she was happy and excited for this party. But then, just a few hours later, she's gone. The Estrada family set up a GoFundMe page where they shared a lot of information regarding this case. Information that is not available and wasn't reported at all back in 2018. According to the family, Ciara's death was kept a secret from the media. San Diego PD urged her family to be quiet and not talk to the media that was present at the crime scene. It's like someone tried to keep this case in the dark. Ciara Estrada's death is strange to say the least, as the San Diego Police Department informed the Estrada family that their daughter took her life. This was very odd. Why? Well, let's take some things into consideration. According to their GoFundMe, Estrada and her boyfriend had been in a relationship for 2 years. At the party, they had a verbal altercation between 10 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. in front of several of their co-workers who also attended the party. Then, Estrada decided to take an Uber and leave by herself. The Estrada family mentions that even though their daughter lived alone, her boyfriend had a key to the apartment. For some reason, the SDPD didn't disclose all of the investigation material to the family. The family had to keep pushing and asking questions just to have a general idea of what was going on. Instead of calling another agency, the San Diego Police Department decided to handle the investigation themselves. This created a potential conflict of interest by investigating the death of one of their own who had last talked to another SDPD officer who was the source of an altercation less than 2 hours before her death. When the San Diego PD informed the Estrada family the cause of her death, they couldn't have been more shocked. They immediately ruled the cause of death as a self-inflicted gunshot. This statement becomes even more puzzling to the case, as the Estrada family recalls that no coroner or medical examiner were on the scene yet. Our daughter had no intention to take her life, was never depressed or on any medications. Ciara loved herself and her family way too much to ever leave this world in this way. If that's the case, then how did the San Diego Police Department reach that conclusion so quickly before even doing a formal investigation and getting the opinion of professionals? After the family decided to meet with the medical examiner to get more information regarding the cause of her death, she told them she couldn't rule out homicide, as there was even evidence of physical struggle. As if all of this wasn't raising eyebrows already, how about this? YouTube user Mindwell Films recorded and uploaded an interaction he had with Estrada in 2016. The video had been well received by users as they applauded how heartwarming their interaction was. Millions were amazed by her kindness. But what is the importance of Mindwell Films in this case? Well, in October 11, 2023, he uploaded a video where he shows he got a hold of the autopsy documents where we can read more detailed information regarding this tragic and mysterious case. Entrance wound was on the forehead. The bullet perforated the skull and brain and exited in the right occipital region. The direction of the bullet traveled was front to back and slightly downward. Take a moment and think. If someone were to take their life, pointing a gun right to their forehead, well, That will be a very uncomfortable and unnatural way to do it. That's not what we usually hear when someone does something like this. It gets even more puzzling when taking into account that the bullet exited in the right occipital region. This scenario can only be possible if you are left-handed, which he wasn't. Another interesting thing from this report is that Strada's body was found sitting on her bathroom floor, and that the bullet traveled front to back and slightly downward. The positioning is very awkward. It doesn't make sense to think she did this herself. It will make more sense if there was someone else with Strada at the moment, standing in front of her. That will explain why the wound was on the forehead, why the bullet exited in the right occipital region, and why it traveled slightly downward. I wish there was more I could say regarding this case. I wish there was some type of conclusion. But no, since 2018, her family had to endure the pain of not only losing their daughter, but also not being able to rest since they feel the case wasn't investigated properly. There were so many inconsistencies, and the San Diego Police Department left so many stones unturned. To this day, the Strada family still awaits justice. If you want to help them, please visit the link in the description. Take a moment to read their page, and if you can, try to help them out by sharing the link or donating to their fundraiser. I'll also leave a link for the videos I mentioned by Mindwell Films in the description. Before ending this video, I want to show a couple of positive messages people left for Ciara Strada.